rockin' band, huh? And he said, show your personality.
Think visual. Think visual. Think visual. Think visual. Think visual. Show your personality.
Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Old Men in Chairs. You may have noticed that I have a new introduction, and instead of using the song Old and in the Way, which I have used for the first 2 years of this channel, I decided to try something different, and I put in the Kinks song Think Visual. The only problem with that was the song was claimed as copyright. And now that my channel has been monetized, I won't be able to use that song for the introduction because I would never get any monetization at all because every video would be blocked. Before we cast that song into the dustbin of history, I thought I would do a full reaction to it because it's truly a great song. It was the title song of their 1986 album, and the Kinks, unlike most of the other British invasion bands, were gaining strength through the late 70s and the 80s and putting out remarkable material when most of their other bands had either retired or were just rehashing old hits. Kinks were breaking new ground all the time. And I think this song in particular was very, very accurate in predicting the world that we've come into in the last 38 years since it was released. Think visual, folks. Think visual, because God knows no one's reading anymore. Everything has become visual, from TikTok to YouTube to Facebook. Everything is visual, everything is on a screen. Very rare to find people that actually know how to read at all, much less regularly read books.
All right. Are there any losers in the audience tonight? Well, I'm not the only one. Let's hear it, go on. Let's hear it. Think visual. Think visual. That's right.
Flash those teeth and open those eyes, because you're going to have to be visual if you want to sell. Productivity is getting higher, but profitability is getting tighter. Does that sound like the world we're living in right now? Open those eyes and flash those teeth. Think visual.
Think visual. Think visual, think visual. Show your personality. Market is says we got the merchandise, and the economy says we got the million miles. We got a button price in the marketplace for the competition. Think visual, synthesized, computerized. Think visual, productivity, marketability, higher and higher. Competition's on the rise. Come on. Think visual. Think visual.
What a rockin' band, huh? And he said, show your personality. And then he said, competition is getting tighter and tighter. You're going to have to computerize. Now, this is 1986, and that was actually the year that I bought my first personal computer. It was what they called a luggable. It was like the compact suitcase edition weighed about 40 pounds. You could hold in your phone about 100 times the computing power of that old monster today in the cheapest electronic phone. So he was way, way ahead of his time here about you're going to have to computerize. He saw it coming, and it came at us in breakneck speed. But it is all about the economy, the competition, everybody going faster and faster trying to compete.
Think visual. Flash those teeth. Come on, open those eyes. Think visual. Think visual. Think visual, think visual. Push the button and say, marketing says we gotta go to chase, but economy says we got a budget to face. Get your attitude straight. That's all in your mind. And if it's never too late, you got a new design. And if you want to compete, you gotta visualize. Flash those teeth. Come on, open those eyes. I'm thinking visual.
So that was the great Ray Davies fronting the band and singing and flashing those eyes. And of course, we can't forget his brother Dave Davies playing the lead guitar there. It's a great rockin' tune and it's a great message. I wish I had paid a little more attention back in the day because, you know, it was shortly after this, about 3 years after this, that I got into the newspaper business. And of course, the newspaper business has been pretty much destroyed. First at the local level, and now even the big guys are losing money, and they've never figured out how to compete with the internet for eyeballs and advertising dollars to follow the eyeballs. You may have heard the Los Angeles Times laid off 120 people last week, and Sports Illustrated shut down. The Washington Post has been losing money hand over fist, but I guess Jeff Bezos can afford it. But us little guys got wiped out by the internet, you know, the small town newspapers, especially when social media came in and took over as the gateway to all news. If I paid a little more attention to Ray back in the day, I might never have gone into the newspaper business when I did. On the other hand, I did take the advice and started this channel a couple of years ago with my friend Howard. Howard was talking about maybe starting a newspaper, and I said, forget it. There's no market for newspapers, but there is market for video. And so that was the inspiration for this channel. I don't think I'm going to get rich on it, but at least you're going to reach a lot more people through music videos and videos in general than you'll ever reach writing. It's a sad commentary on our world, but that's where we are. In any case, a great song, and I wanted to memorialize it. I don't know if I'll be able to continue to use it as my introduction, but it'll be there in spirit.
Think visual. Think visual. Think visual.